I believe that we should use nuclear energy. I feel that it's the most fiscally responsible, and it's the fastest way. If we look at Europe, we can see how incredibly far they've come from us because of nuclear energy. We need to make sure that our solutions are fiscally responsible, that they're consistent and they're constant. We should not try to come up with solutions that will disrupt the lives of American citizens. We need to make sure that what we are doing is best for America.
Mayor Giuliani, I was just wondering, do you believe that we'll be able to fix global warming in time? Do you think we can reverse the damage we've already done, or do you think we've ruined our planet?
I would never want to think that we've ruined our planet. I think that we need to be making steps to correcting the mistakes that we have made. I, for one, think that if we go sign the Kyoto Treaty, that's just going to be pushing our problems over to India and China. It's not going to be fixing anything. I do believe that we should be looking at nuclear resources because it is a viable resource that we have not really tapped into at all in this proud nation of ours. Whereas, if we use nuclear emissions, it would be cutting drastically back on the effects in the environment, and I believe that that should be one of the ways that we look in the short term, but we also need to be making sure that we focus on the long term and do other research out there for other energy sources.
Senator McCain, Monitor New York Times. None of the other candidates detailed any of the figures that are going to be involved with how they plan to restructure the economy and the rest of the country in fighting global warming. You seem to have one of the more broader and detailed strategy plans. Do you have any figures to back up those plans?
Well, I do realize that Americans do use 25% of the global resources, and that it's time that we reduce how much we are consuming. It is time we also try to reduce our dependence on foreign oil. But at the same time, I realize that this cannot be done overnight, and that we should have long-term plans. My plan is within 25 years we're no longer dependent on foreign oil, and that we're using more alternative resources for energy.
Congressman Paul, don't you think your free market theory is flawed, since firms that are penalized for their externalities will just outsource their company to a country with more lenient policies?
Well, yes, it's a very good point, and it's possible. But what I try and focus on is the cleanliness and healthiness of our country, hoping that in turn will reflect other institutions, other places to use this as a model.
Congressman Paul, I'm Kristen with Fox News, and I just had a question regarding your idea of free market and finding alternative energy. Due to the increasing worries of global warming, do you think that a free market stance on that is going to be effective and quick enough to reverse the possible emissions that are causing global warming right now?
Sure, it's obvious in the American people that we all want cleaner energy, and car companies, electric companies, they're all working to do that without the government side. People don't want to pay more for energy or gas, and companies understand that. And
All right, thank you very much.